What is up, everybody? It is the True Epic Gamer here, and today we're back with another UFO 50 video. This time we're going to be going through Mortal Level 1 with what I believe is a perfect flawless run. This video will be helpful for anybody who's trying to beat Mortal, anybody who's trying to get the cherry for Mortal, or anybody who just wants to see what a flawless run of Level 1 looks like. Of course, if this video has a lot of demand, I will go through and do this for every single level. The first thing I want to mention is, if you guys noticed, before I blew up those bricks, I made sure that Bug was close enough that I took him out with the explosion. For every 3 enemies that you kill, you actually get an extra life, so anytime that you're going to have to kill yourself, you want to make sure that you take out some bugs with you. Now, this part of the level is actually the most complicated part of the level, so I'm going to rewind that so you guys can see exactly how that's done. Alright, I've slowed this down a little bit here, and the first thing you want to do is move all the way against this wall to the right. This will move the screen as far to the right as possible, as well as your spaceship. Next up, you're going to need to run off this platform, and the second you go lower than you are right now, you need to arrow. And you'll notice the arrow is going to be directly above that smiley face block. That is exactly where you need it to be, and then you'll be able to fly over, land on your body, and jump up. But one more thing I want to mention is, you notice how your spaceship goes up and down? It needs to be at its highest position in order for you to make this landing. Otherwise, you'll hit your feet underneath you. So one more time in full speed, the best advice I can give you for the spaceship is when it reaches its lowest point, that's when I would try to time my jump or walk off the edge and arrow. That way, when I'm coming out of the spaceship, it's at the top and you actually make this landing. It's definitely the hardest part of the run, but once you understand the mechanics, I'm sure you guys will be able to do it. Now, let's get back to our normal run here. For this part, nothing too complicated, but you do want to try and time this explosion to where you take out all 3 enemies so you can get an extra life. And make sure when you're falling down this hole, the little shooter down there already shot, because you don't want to get killed by him and waste one of your lives. Next up, this part is pretty simple. You just build a stone, but once again, try and take out the enemy at the same time. Obviously, taking out some of these enemies can be tedious, but just remember, we're talking about a flawless run here, so you don't need to copy me exactly if you're just trying to beat the game or if you're trying to get the cherry. This is for a flawless run. Once again, you notice whenever we just did that little stone there, we took out that bug as well. And you can just walk right through these spikes. Now pay attention to the top left of the screen. In order to get that number 5, our spaceship is going to get us there. So we're going to do a little explosion to the right, take out 2 enemies, and just spawn in on the number 5 up there. Next up, on your first few runs, I'm sure you thought this spot was really simple, but it's actually a little bit more complicated than you might think. First, obviously you want to take out as many enemies as you can, but also you don't want to lean all the way against that wall to the right. Otherwise, when you stone down, it will just glitch right through the wall and not destroy any bricks. So you stone down, then you want to go down for an explosion, and obviously, once again, take out the bug with it. Next up, this part I did a lot of studying. You just jump, kill yourself, get the 3, blow up top here. And last but not least, when you blow up down here, you want to jump, because otherwise you won't get that very top brick and you won't be able to jump through here. So you'll notice number 36, that's how many lives we've got. And I believe that's the most you can possibly have. In fact, I believe it's overkill. I believe we killed 2 enemies that didn't do us any good. But if you guys got more than plus 16 on level 1, let me know in the comments down below. Perfecting this level took longer than I'm willing to admit, but if you guys did enjoy it, let me know and I will definitely continue to do each and every level in this game. Of course, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, peace.